I, 21F, dread sex with my boyfriend, 21M. What do I do? Throwaway account. I have been with my partner 21M for 4 years and sexually active with him for 3 years. When we lived separately, we would meet up every weekend, bang all weekend, then go about our lives talking, dates etc. throughout the week. This was fine and we were happy with it, but now that we have moved in together, he has been asking for sex every day. He's pushy, and when I tell him I don't want to, he keeps trying to just shove it in anyway. I only really wanted to have sex every 23 days in the past. But the mental load of constantly turning him down and comforting him when he gets disappointed has made me want sex even less. As in, I will only really initiate once a week now, if at all. When he initiated in the past, I used to want to get turned on, but now I just feel a sense of dread at having to reject him again. I feel awful about this whole cycle and don't know what to do. Please help. He's a great guy apart from all those times he's tried to force me into sex. Come on now, op. He's a grown-ass man and he does not need to be comforted when he can't get his dick wet every single day. I have a much higher sex drive than my girlfriend and I initiate most days. And if she's not into it, I back off. It's easy because I know in the years and years we're going to be together, we're going to have sex thousands of times. I don't care if I need to wait an extra day or two. He can help himself out. He should not be moping because he isn't getting what he wants constantly. Also, saying he tries to put it in anyways is extremely concerning. If I'm reading this correctly, he's assaulting you, and then you comfort him after the assault? Are you sure this guy is actually great, or have you only dated teenagers since you've been dating this guy since you were 17 and so he seems like he's great? But really you just have no frame of reference? You should seriously consider the problem of him trying to force himself on you. He's making you sex repulsed, he's literally giving you sexual trauma. When I tell him I don't want to, he keeps trying to just shove it in anyway. If a friend told you their boyfriend did that to them, what would you say? He's a good guy yet forces sex when you say no. Okay. When you say that you say no and he is still trying to shove it in anyway, do you mean that he is physically trying to penetrate you with his fingers and or penis? Hey friend, I know it's hard to hear, but if you say no and he's trying to put himself inside you anyway, that's assault. You don't need to live like this. No one is ever entitled to your body. Ever. You are allowed to leave a relationship that isn't serving you. And I don't think this one is. You're asking for help, and rightly so. People are telling you to dump your borderline rapist BF and you're so against that? What help do you want? I know it must be difficult since you care about him, but your comments trying to justify it isn't. Assault or ACC horrible. Would you brush off your friend like that too? You keep calling him good and supportive? He is not. Having to communicate, not to be raped is beyond me. Part me thinks that just communicate. Bandwagon people aren't real. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to be honest. I've been there. And unfortunately I didn't stop feeling that dread until I packed my bags and left him. Sexual compatibility is a real thing, and it's so important to listen to yourself and respect your own body and that body's desires. Please take some time to sit and listen to yourself. I think this is a lot more deeply rooted than you may want to admit. Please respect yourself enough to not give in when the pouting is too much. Please respect your body enough to protect her when she needs you. Remember that inside that body is every version of you that has ever existed. Those versions of you deserve true love, safety, and peace. Give that to her. Only you can give that to her. I am so sorry. Again. This is such a hard thing to go through. Just know it gets better if you work towards true understanding of what you need. To answer your question, you dread sex because it's your body's way of telling you that something isn't right. Whilst your head hasn't caught up yet, your body knows that him keep trying to force it in is wrong. And that affects how you view him and how you are with him. I'll say what everyone here has said though. This is attempted rape. And if it goes in a little bit, rape. It's abuse. Also it's emotional abuse when you have to apologize to him for attempting to rape you. I know a barrage of comments is going to bounce off because you may have your defenses up. But hopefully some of it seeps through. We're all here for you, X. Seems to me he's just in it for the sex and doesn't care about your feelings at all. Red flag. I'd reevaluate the so-called relationship. He is not having sex with you. He is repeatedly raping you. No means no. He does not have a right to your body. He does not get to have a toddler tantrum. He is abusing you when he doesn't get his way. You need to run and report his assaults to the police. You are not safe. He has raped you. You need to come to terms with that. Because it is a fact. Stop making excuses for his repeated assaults. Make a plan to leave ASAP. Move out if he's trying to coerce or force it in, then it's rape or at least rape attempt. Dump his ass too. You don't owe any sex to him if you don't want to. It's really rapey that he doesn't take no for an answer, tbh. You two need to sit down and talk this through. If you don't want to do it every day, that if perfectly acceptable, that frequency long term can really strip the sense of intimacy in sex anyway. If he can't respect this, then you need to reconsider the relationship. Him not respecting your boundaries and autonomy means he isn't respecting you. I read some posts and just shake my head. We can't save everyone. Op is just one of the ones who gotta learn the hard way. Let her. If and when she finally gets it, after losing her self-respect, esteem, and worth, she'll look back and wish she had listened. Good luck with your borderline rapist boyfriend. You're going to need it. Yeah, I'd say rape is usually a red flag. Communicate. Leave him. Girl, you need to get rid of him. You need someone to treat you with love and respect and not like a sex object. Just tell your boyfriend the same thing you're telling us now. There's nothing wrong with being honest about this situation. It makes you uncomfortable. So let him know and establish some boundaries. You aren't doing anything wrong.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.